Welcome back, everybody. We're going to dive into another round of 8 matchup here for Team Battlegrounds. This one will be Mad Evil Times and X0r6st versus the Jarl of Red and Etan. So I hope you guys are ready for another set as we're going to dive right in here, guys. Game number 1, Arabia. Real quick before we do that, though, we're going to grab the Civ bands here, and the Civ bands are Vikings, Franks, Saracens, and Lithuanians. So we won't see any of those Civs in this best of 5 here. We have X0r6st here with the Britons in yellow. His teammate Mad Evil Times here is in the red and playing the Indian civilization. On the opposite side we have Etan with the Indians in green, and we have Mayans for the Jarl of Red. I'm just going to call him Red, honestly. So, looking really quickly at the maps, I mean, these boar are extremely safe here. Pretty open over here, but probably wall up somewhat here, maybe just the TC, and he should be in pretty good shape. His counterpart here, Red with the Mayans, he's going to be looking at a pretty safe map here. He hasn't found any of these extra goats, but once he finds them, he'll find all of them there. So that looks pretty good as well. Mad Evil Times here, he is looking to have probably one of the better maps here. This goal to be safe. Berries are very safe. We could wall up everything here, no problem. Shouldn't be much of an issue for Mad Evil Times. Then X0r6st's map, very open up here, but could at least wall something here. All players really just getting everything going here for them. Looking like things are going pretty well all around so far. Not a whole lot of action, just everyone getting their scouting in, which is always nice there. It's like we're gonna have pretty standard play thus far. Like I said, everyone is just finding the rest of their herdables right now, and I think everyone has found them all now. Don't see any forward scouts here for any sort of lame. We will go ahead and check the scouting here. X0r6st is starting to scout towards his opponent. Mad Evil Times also scouting in that general direction as well. Eagle is here, though. No loom. That eagle could have taken that villager there, no problem. So we do see that this villager, or this eagle, is forward here for the Jarl of Red, and it looks like he's been pretty active with that as well. Potentially a drush coming in here, I would imagine. And then Etan here, he's still scouting around his base, going to berries now. Pretty solid start for everyone. Scouts are all headed forward. What do we expect to see here? I mean, obviously Indians for Mad Evil Times and Etan here. They're going to be going for camels, maybe some scouts in feudal, of course, and then into camels most likely. And then red here, obviously archers is the play, and on this side for Britons, archers will also be the preferred play here. Very good builds for everyone. Everyone's pretty solid right now. Do have a few scouts forward at this point. Nothing too crazy going on here, though. This scout here, nope, Loom's already in here, so not even going to get a Vil kill with that scout, which is just fine as well. We do have a random ping here from Etan. I'm not really sure, maybe he's just talking about that hill, I don't know. Speaking of the hills here, guys, if I hit the right button, pretty big hill and a small hill in between them. Other than that, elevations are pretty decently spread out here. This could be an interesting castle spot here if it comes down to it late game. Walls are coming up though for everyone at the moment. It looks like we're going to have Mad Evil Times doing a very nice tight wall here. He should be pretty safe with that one. And then we should see Exorcist starting to wall up his map as well. She is getting in there already. Headed to gold nice and early, on his way up, so he's definitely going into the archer line. Do have, what is he researching into feudal right now? Already has some militia queued as well, so it will be a man-at-arms rush, it looks like. And I mean, the map here is pretty open for them. Only player really walling off right now is Mad Evil Times. He'll probably be really safe here. And yeah, I think that's a good wall. I don't know if there's a hole here. I don't think there is, but just in case, I like this. And then he'll wall this up, getting these walls in on this side as well. Expect to see scouts from him, and then he's going to just try to boom up into those camel numbers. I kind of like the Britons Indians combo here a little bit better, just because I don't think you're going to see many eagles from the Mayan player at this point. I mean, you might, I guess, but never know. Hey there, Kev. What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome. Right now, though, it's just looks like we're gonna see archers from Britons and archers from Mayans at this point. We do have those, what I assume will be man-at-arms soon, coming in here. Stable coming up for the Indian player. Don't think that's deniable at this point. The man-at-arms upgrade has been selected over here. It's really the only forward we have. They have prevented this from going up right now. Oh, and this villager's super weak, so gonna be a very good militia rush, man-at-arm rush. Not sure what to call it in between here. Cavs, this is not live. Unfortunately, my schedule does not allow it to be live. But nonetheless, we'll cast it and we'll enjoy. Vills getting walled in, so that archery range will go up here. Stable is up as well, so these man-at-arms won't get too much more accomplished, but killing a villager and almost killing a second was quite nice before this comes in. And now the big wall off is coming up here for Exorcist. Mad Evil Times safely booming at home. He's actually going to put down his market already, maybe going to abuse that market a little bit. He's got a pretty solid eco behind this. He is going to go scouts though, which I think you have to in a 2v2 at this point. Double range coming down here from red. I mean, it's a pretty tight set. Looks like the walls are starting to come up here. Where did the army go? Did they get cleaned up? No loss of HP here. Oh, no. Still doing a good job. These men-at-arms could find some more Vil kills here, especially if they go back to the wood line. But scout numbers, there are some HP missing here. Looks like the scouts should be able to take this fight. Villager gonna help out as well. This shouldn't do a whole lot more. I mean, he is keeping his opponent in his base, and he did actually take down that Vil, which is really good for Exorcist to do. He will lose that, but for the cost of 2 villagers, I think he'll take that one. And holy team walls. Team walls are coming up right now for Red and Etan here. I think that's a interesting play. I don't think we've seen team walls yet in this tournament as far as Arabia goes. It's very bold to get this started, but I guess if you are planning on getting some trade up in the late game, getting as much control as possible could be useful. We are just booming at home now. I don't think we're going to see any scouts. Just the starting scout here. He is watching the double archery ranges here, which do have quite a few archers in them, so this could be punished here if it's not done well. It's going to really have to depend on the eco right now. I mean, they are doing okay with that still, with those few kills as well is nice. Do have scouts over here, pretty weak though, not too many. We do have a defensive spear and some archers out here for Exorcist as well. Team walls are going to be up. It does block a large portion of the map here, and it looks like he's probably just going to keep walling. I think this is a massive investment into walls here. I really don't like this team wall. I mean, I guess you're controlling something in the middle here. It keeps you a little bit safer, but still open on the front here. This is still open. I mean, I guess if you're just playing defensively, it's not the end of the world, but I really don't like that play at this point. Castle Age already for Mad Evil Times. Camel numbers are going to build up here, which will be very nice here for Exorcist and Mad Evil Times. A couple scouts do get in here, but again, I don't think they're going to accomplish much. Still no bloodlines. Would expect for them to go down. They do get a Vil pick here though, so it's a little bit of revenge for Ethan here. There are too many archers though. These scouts are very low HP. As long as there's not any more low Vil around, we should be fine to defend that one as is. Interestingly enough, the Indians are sending their camels all the way up here to his ally to assist. I don't think that was necessary. I think those should be headed forward. I mean, this wall off is just insane. It's absurd at this point, and it's a lot of investment. No one else even on their way up to Castle yet. Let's check out the ecos behind this. Exorcist not looking that great. Red here, I mean, he's not doing all that well with the eco at the moment either. I mean, he's all the way over here. It's not too surprising at this point, considering he's invested 150,000 wood into walling this up, and it's still not done. Those camels could have been through there, caused a lot of damage. But now we're going to have the double headed forward here against Ethan, and we're going to check Ethan's res. He's actually pretty close on clicking up. He is full walled, and he is just going a defensive skirmisher. I don't like this. Indian skirms, not that excellent. I guess you are up against the Britain player, but I'm not a fan of this. I mean, this wall off could eventually pay off, but I think it's just too little investment into military, as right now Exorcist has 21 military out, and I mean, again, we only have one player in Castle Age. This is a very fast castle. He's booming. He's got, you know, very little investment, but into camels. His upgrades are looking very lax right now. Not a single upgrade on them. They do get that plus 1 pierce armor. It's a bonus for the Civ. And now we're gonna have what, 4 or 5 camels in here with 20 archers. Eco will go completely stagnant here, or it's gonna be pretty bad. I mean, walling this up doesn't really help you. They have to walk around the town center fire, yes, but there's so many archers there. You just walk around there. Camels go into the back. No upgrades on them yet, so they're not the greatest addition at this point. I mean, he did get up really early. Oh no, but the archers are in on the wood line here, and there's one. Another Vil goes down. Yeah, this is really not looking too good for Ethan and Red here. They've invested so very little into military and so very much into building this wall. I mean, there are 22 archers here. Like, why are you not sending these archers forward to help your ally at this point? Communication doesn't look like it's at its greatest point yet. Camels everywhere, archers everywhere. We have 2 more players on their way to Castle Age, but I think this is over. We're down to 31 Vils for Ethan here. I got Red at 38. And the other side has 46 and 41 respectively. I mean, we don't have anyone else in Castle Age. I mean, we just got up to Castle Age here for everyone's going to be up now. I don't know why exactly Exorcist was so far behind. I guess he had too much on wood and on gold, and not enough on farms, I would say. But nonetheless, we got 2 TC boom here with a bunch of camels already out, already doing some damage. We do have a bunch of crossbows coming over here now, so that will probably clean up this army before it does too much more damage. But he's just losing Vils, making his own camels now, but not sitting in the right place. Another Vil goes down. Luckily, avoids losing that one. But yeah, I mean, he's at 12 and 23 KD, not that great. We have all of these archers up here, which actually is gonna get caught out here against all these crossbows with these few camels. This army should go down here, should trade extremely well now, and that's a shame because he did lose a lot of archers here. I mean, Exorcist did do a lot of damage though, so I don't think he's going to be that upset. We've got 30 vills for Etan here. Really not looking that great for him at this point. Camels are still coming forward. We finally do have another defensive upgrade for them. And looks like we're going to have the attack against the barracks here. On the back, we're just going to see this continue to get chased down. He may be able to get a few of them to survive for a little bit longer, and it's good because he is dragging all of this military back into the very corner of the base, and that's always nice to drag them back whenever he's sitting over here. Now they have to mass up again. His archers are not going to be in the right position. So, good play by X0r6st to make these units last for as long as he did. Crossbow upgrade does come in now. Does get some more value out of these, taking some camels down. That will pretty much do it though. And now you got to send all your military back forward here. And he's going to be able to defend at this time, which is quite good for them. On this side though, Etan here, he's got, yep, 3 TCs, that's what he has to do. 38 vills now, very far behind. X0r6st is not very high in village count, a lot less than I would have thought, but he does have the military out right now. He's also only 1 TC at the moment, which I don't mind with Britons, especially with your teammate getting up as quickly as he did and getting that boom in. Camels also with that extremely good attack against buildings is quite nice. Oh, had to delete the TC to go back and build one here. Lots of crossbows coming back home though, and he will then outnumber the crossbows here. So he is producing more. Oh, is there a hole? Is there an overchop? Nope, not an overchop. These units don't have enough defense here though. These crossbows could take a really good engagement here with them attacking the wall. Really needs to get that 3rd town center up, if anything, just for defense at this point. Because at this rate, these units are going to come through here, no question. I mean, and then you've got a good number of camels and crossbows here. Oh, why did you revert and attack that? That didn't like that maneuver at all. They do get it to go down here. Camels are rushing in. Crossbows are going to be hit up pretty good, but a lot more archers here. And, I mean, are you going to walk under this? Oh, Vill's coming forward for a very forward castle here, though. Interestingly enough, that hill is going to be really, really difficult to push. And this does range quite a bit here. Archery range is going down as well. Do not see another archery range coming up, and he really needs to get that up. Would really be helpful. Castle will go up at this rate. Not able to take good engagements downhill. Lost a lot of numbers here. I mean, this push is getting pretty strong over here. Archers are headed forward here as well. A lot of camels here though could probably take that fight. Yeah, Castle is going to range this archery range. I mean, we need more ranges up. We need more archer production as quickly as you can over here. Camel's not going to run in there, crossbow's not going to run in there, but a really good forward position. A few shots fired, no units go down though, so that's not too bad. I mean, the villager count is 58 for Etan and 58 for X0r6st, so they're kind of on even footing. The problem though is your camel player is running low on that, and that is not what you want. I mean, I guess, you know, no one wants to be behind in villagers, and overall it's pretty even. I mean, X0r6st is not producing vills at all. What does his eco look like? He should have tons of food. So yeah, 600 food. He must be saving for imp here. He must be trying to get a 1 TC. Nope, he has 2 TCs, doesn't he? There it is. I couldn't find it. It's on the gold there. So he has 2 TC. Lots and lots of archers, though. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him go to imp and try to get up very quickly. Need the crossbow numbers over here now. Don't know if we'll see any plumed archers. This is not a good fight here. Upgrades. We got better defense upgrades for Mad Evil Times. And better attack as well. Camels get baited in here. Gonna lose some camels for free. We do have 29, 30 crossbows coming over, 37 here. More camels should be here, but more crossbows. Now there come even more camels. I don't know how they take this fight at this point. They can run into the TC, take fire. They do get that additional Pierce armor. They are ecoing idle. A lot of military, or a lot of eco again. Crossbows here have the hill, but I think there's just too many camels at this point. Too many camels, too many archers, not enough on this side here. We are going to see the engagement right here. Box formation here for Mad Evil Times. That was nice. Trying to take the fight, shooting downward off the hill, I do like, but I'm not sure. I mean, with that extra range here as well, that helps out a lot. I mean, all in all, it's looking to be a pretty interesting engagement as the camels are just doing some dancing here. Crossbow numbers are going down. Do we have any more ranges up yet over here? No, camels are in on the eco over here as well. Mad Evil Times is doing a really good job fighting forward here at the same time.
Ready.
There were a whole bunch of idols there for way too long, and as expected, we have Imperial Age coming in for our Britain player. X0r6st is going to be getting those upgrades. Arbalest at this rate will shred these camels, and I mean shred them like it's nothing. The eco for Etan is just not there. He's not going to be in a good mood after losing all these camels soon. Mad Evil Times just clicks up as well. Red here, Red could use the market and get himself up. Do like this castle position here. It is pretty good for defending that, but 32 camels coming in here, and eco is exposed. There is a lot of castle fire here, a lot of crossbows here, so he probably will back up and just wait for his upgrades. He did use the market there, and he is going to get up. Yeah, Plumed Archer switch is incoming. I don't think it's a good switch, though. I really don't. I think he would be better off going into some pikemen at this point. Nonetheless, lots of crossbows coming forward. Arbalest will be coming in here before too long. I think they should just sit back with their armies and get their upgrades. It's going to be really interesting to see what Mad Evil Times eco looks like. Right now he's still producing camel numbers. He already has a ton of camel numbers. He will have enough for heavy camel. I don't know if he'll have enough for imperial camel. I really don't think he will. I mean, only 40 farms at this point, and he's still producing. So I don't know if that's really going to do him a whole lot of good. And a lot of these camels are actually quite weak. Mangonel coming forward as well here for X0r6st. I really do like how X0r6st and Mad Evil Times are playing this, though. They're spreading out their ecos a good bit. They're sending villagers forward, collecting forward res here, and they're pressuring. A really good castle here. Would expect to see just a big push on this side. This castle is nice, but it's not going to protect your whole base. And they're going to be through here in no time. It would be nice to see some sort of a counter with these plumes. If somehow he could get out and around and in or something like that. But this is where it's going to become kind of a big fight right here. Imp is in. I think he's going to back up until not Imperial Camel, until Heavy Camel here comes in. He did queue it behind a camel. I think he should have canceled that, but not very late there. Castle, Emergency Castle coming up, Panic Castle coming up, Arbalest is in, and these crossbows will just get shredded. If no ballistics yet though, so that castle should go up. I don't think it's going to do that good of a job preventing anything, though. I mean, castle does go up. Camels are running in, though. Oh, this is a big engagement. These archers are dead. Arbalest is in. And I guess maybe he doesn't mind losing those, but he's taking a really bad fight right here. Get no garrison TC here, so no additional archers or arrows being fired here. Heavy Camel upgrade is not in just yet, but it will be here very soon. And Arbalest is just shredding right now. Imp not going to be in time for this to have Heavy Camel. Heavy Camel is in now. So Heavy Camel Arbalest against just Plumed Archers, and we have more camels over here. Mad Evil Times is playing this quite excellently. He's using these camels to great proficiency. Also taking really good fights against these town centers who don't have the range at this time. Upgrades have come in here for our Mayan player though, and he is doing a really good job of killing a good number of camels here. Should not be taking that big a forward. Elite plumed archery in already. I do like this pulling back. There is a treb and there is a castle. He needs to repair the castle though. He does need to send those pikes forward too. Mayan plumes are not going to be able to do it all by themselves here. He's taking some decent fights in some gaps though. Some choke points, so he does do a good job defending up here. But up here, a very forward castle coming, and he is an imp. Heavy camel has to be researched. Heavy camel takes a long time to complete though, so I'm not sure I like it. Town center down. I think this castle goes down here shortly as well. Too many camels. I mean, he's not gonna. Okay, he does take out one treb. This treb's very exposed. This treb's shooting at this treb. See how things go there. Up here though, the eco's still behind here a little bit, but I mean the Jarl of Red has 133 vills and he's up to halberdier now, so I mean he's taking pretty good engagements here. The camels are going to get in and take out a lot of plumes, but the halbs are going to come in and clean up the camels behind this. I mean, it's pretty good engagement there. Castles are, you know, producing more and more elite plumed archers at this point, which I think is really important. He needs to get his own siege out here though to push this back. And up here, I mean, this town center is gonna die. 0 camel production right now, or one stable. This is really not good. He is getting another stable up, but he's not going to be able to compete with the military numbers at this point. Exorcist has 101 military, guys. 101 military, all are blessed. Gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna take these out as well. Castle. It looks like he'd probably take this castle down. There is another one right there though, so that's not exactly ideal. Another volley and that one should be down. Yep, he does take that one down, so he can push here. The camels, where did all those camels go? They are all down here now for medieval times, it looks like. I mean, I really like how Red is playing this. The score keeps switching back and forth. It's actually doing pretty well for both sides. The thing is, though, Exorcist, as he starts to push with his military, once his castle goes down, I think it's the GG. 101 military. I mean, can you really beat that? You have more camel production on this side. You have 39 arbaleths down here just picking off elite plumes one by one. I think that, you know, this is going to be the death ball here. Castle will go down. Another castle coming up here. No help on this side. The camels do come down here, and we do have Imperial Camel in for both players now, but far too much production here for medieval times in comparison. And I mean, he does keep this up. It's quite good he's kept it up for this long. The plumes charge out. Oh no, this is a bad fight. I don't like this fight at all. They try to charge out to get the hill. Those camels aren't going to last long. The arbs are just shredding still. Hitting and running with these plumed archers isn't going to be enough with arbs behind, although the arbs are pretty much all standing ground right now. Yeah, this castle goes down, and shouldn't be much longer. This eco is very exposed. The forward attack is prevailing on this side, trying to take castle down here now. I mean, it has stalled, and I think it's not too big of a deal because you're going to have a massive attack over here. I mean, it's down to 76 military, but he hasn't had to produce a whole lot of military. And if you take a look at his res, oh, he's floating so much res. I think at this point you even add light cav. Add light cav, add trade. Yeah, they are starting to trade. Add some light cav though, run the light cav in, make those be mobile, make them get things moving. Yeah, Knight. Trade is up over there. But yes, Weasel, I agree, go in, snipe the repair bells. I think that's what he ended up doing to take it out, honestly. But, I mean, Etan's dead. The push over here has kept Red at bay. He's not going to be able to do much more. He does defend from this for now, but he's not able to come up here and help, and I think this is what's going to be the final push here. Another castle goes down. There is no castle. Yeah, the camels are coming up here now, just to help with the camel fight, or maybe just run in. I mean, res is starting to run out here. Not a whole lot of gold left for either side. And yeah, look at this middle attack here. It's starting to get some more archers in play. This is looking quite good. Markets going up in the corner, so we do have some trade to some camels back here, which is awkward for them. I guess they think they're going to be raided at some point here. I think the plumes need to go out earlier and really try to cause some damage to the eco here. Nonetheless, I don't think there's a way back for them. I think there's too much military on the field for X0r6st in medieval times. So the 100 combined, over 100 combined military between the two of them, and only 94 for Etan and the Jarl overhead. Mangonel's gonna help out taking out this town center. Camels are headed forward. This could be a really good engagement. There are no camels here. If he can get in and he can take out a lot of these numbers, I mean, there is eco behind this to make more, but this is a really good fight. He's chosen a really good time to take the fight, not getting a full surround, but look at these arbalests fall. Camels are obviously going to go down here pretty significantly as well. He should delete his own walls and finish this off, but he's going to clean this up. Castles forward aren't going to do you a whole lot of good at this point, but hold the position. A lot of plumed archers and helms over here as well, though, so maybe we have spoken a little bit too soon here. I think you need to run with these camels. Run into the eco. You just defended your base. He has no military. Run in the back of the eco. He's trying to deny this castle. It looks like he will be able to deny that castle, which is nice, but there are many more villas that could just come in and finish this if need be. He is taking a lot of fire from that castle. Taking a bad fight here is red, as he's basically 2v1'd right now. An elephant archer! Oh no, the flex play. Now this is a lot of camels here. A lot of camels still up here though. Arbalests are still going down here. So they're doing a really good job of holding, and now they're trying to push back here. Oh, this could be really good. These camels are coming back. There are some plumed archers here as well. Nope, nothing. More military forward here. I mean, it's really starting to even out here. I mean, the score, it's pretty close. I mean, Etan is quite behind right now, but I think that's just because his build count, maybe his KD, scouting also potentially. They do have some trade running. It's not a ton, but they are getting trade carts out. I mean, you're producing from, you know, two markets just started producing, so I don't think it's bad for them. Taking out that castle, which is nice. This is a pretty big fight here. Plumes are going to be surrounded and lost. I think those camels need to take that fight. They're going to back up. I don't mind that either. This little push here could actually do a lot of damage, especially with that trade being right there. Unfortunately, he didn't delete this market, so this is the farthest away market. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But now it's coming down to this fight here. There are not a lot of plumes here. There are definitely more arbalests here. And the trebs come forward as well. Yeah, Weasel, I agree. Some light cav would have done wonders earlier as well. I mean, X0r6st has tons and tons of food at this point. Camel numbers are really starting to go down here, but kind of gone down for both sides at this point. And this push over here has been doing quite well. We need siege over here. I guess, you know, he sent the trebs up here that didn't accomplish much. The military is all getting cleaned up here, though. That is a lot of archers for a Britain player to be in your eco, and all he has to do is walk back, and he could do so much damage. I do think that light cav would have been better much earlier on. Oh, the halberdier rush on the castle. Desperation time, guys. Desperation time. Lots of camels over here. Yeah, they're not getting trade up very efficiently, though. They're too late to the ball game with trade. I mean, the trade numbers are getting out here, so this push though is ending the game right here. How many villagers are going down here? Down. He'll be below 70 vills here in a moment. And now vills are running. The trade they are getting up right now is going to go down as well. Lots of eco here for red. I mean, he is headed forward here. He is taking some stone. And there are so many vills. He could afford to lose them, but his ally's basically dead now. 63 vills, rams, and arbaleth just taking out everything they can. It's going to be a slow push. It is Britain's, but there's no coming back from this. There's just not. I'm guessing we're going to see some rams come here for the Earl of Red here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, these archers are, all these villas are just going to walk to their death. And that's the plan. He has too many villagers, wants to go ahead and take care of that matter. He is going to use them as a little bit of bait here and get some easy kills with those plumed archers, but those vills go down very quickly, so a lot of camels still here. We do have some rams here going to be coming out. So kind of siege ram. If you get enough siege rams, he could really make a nice push here. But again, on this side, we have no military production here for Etan. He's got 15 units. He is starting to get those stables to produce again here, but where are those stables even at this point? Here they are. They're in the back, so he does have a lot of them coming out. He is going to try to protect trade for starters. I think that is probably the best he can do at the moment. I mean, these arbaleths are going to find a lot of kills. Running back with arbs. The plumed archers are coming in to try to figure this out right now. And I think, you know, they're really holding out hope that they're going to be able to take one here. But I really don't think that they're going to be able to push this one back. They have left their opponent's eco untouched for so long. I don't even think that they moved forward at all in this, except for, yeah, these plumes will go down. Except for early with their scouts, I don't think they moved on at all. Plumed archers are going down everywhere. A lot of camels go down too, but it's going to be so much easier for those camels to be reproduced. Those plumed archers, not quite as easy. I mean, he can produce them. He is not, though. He's switching into full halb ram push at this point. Also still very exposed ecos here. I think that they killed... I mean, Etan died quickly here. This ram push here is just not good. Yeah, I mean, Hussar is just not going to do you any good either. I mean, he's getting them out, but again, Hussar against Imperial Camel win times 100. Let's look at the statistics. 160 HP, 9 plus 4, 0 plus 3, 0 plus 5, compared to 95 HP, 7 plus 4, 0 plus 3, and 2 plus 4. So, not all that great. This ram push needs to go now if they're going to have any chance. I mean, they could do something to kill some trade here. Food was sent over. Camels are flooding in here still. I mean, they're just trying to keep this trade from getting anywhere. I think that's a fine plan. A lot more villas go down here. He was at 144. He's now down to 101. Medieval Times now has way too many villagers. I mean, this is an insane stone wall somewhere, you know. You don't see stone walls that much in team games unless it is to do this. And look at all these markets. Stone walls coming up here. I mean, Medieval Times and X0r6st are just preparing for raids, and there hasn't been any raids yet. There hasn't been a single raid go across the map. This is the farthest advanced point right now. Siege rams could do a lot of damage here, though. This will require some attention here, as these siege rams will take out this castle most likely without any issue whatsoever. There's only a couple camels coming over. There's a lot of halberdier here, so maybe they're really hoping this push is going to do something. I mean, he's going to take a pretty big fight right here. I mean, it is camels mixed with Hussar, but It will still do quite a bit of damage to the military numbers here for X0r6st, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think they're really just trying to buy time for this to push forward, but now we have Arbalest over here, and there's a lot of them. There's only 11 plumed archers, not enough of this. Not paying attention to this. This is not pushing forward at the moment. We do have camels in the eco, again, trying to kill off trade, and I just don't think that it's going to be enough at this point. Another castle. I would really like to see some light cav from X0r6st at this point. I mean, let's take a look at that. Eco, 4,500 food, guys. This forward is going to get cleaned up without question here, and I think they just have to call it. There's no way back. There really isn't. Eco is a mess. I mean, the villager counts are super low. More stone wall, even fortified walls here for X0r6st coming in. I mean, before long, they will be completely overrun with camels. I mean, the siege ram push is nice and all, but when you have no military but siege ram, not going to do the job. I mean, the hussar and the one imperial camel left for Etan here. He is holding out on this one for as long as possible, but yeah, I mean, knight. I think Halb would be fine, but I think honestly, just light cav, just raid the eco, make him chase you. Like this military is just gonna die. There's no question here. I mean, the Halb isn't going to do anything. I don't think he needs Halb at this point either because of everything he's got right now. And his allies still making elite camels. All he's producing right now is trade carts. He's, you know, they're holding just fine. They're almost at pop cap. This is killing everything military that's over here. These will die super quickly. Some camels in the back again. Some Arbalest as well. The push is coming back on this side. Again, what are these hussar doing? They're just not in the right places. They could run in and do some raiding, but I think with the ecos that Medieval Times and X0r6st have right now, it wouldn't matter in the slightest. More vills will go down here. Hussar, I mean, I think these camels can take the entire military here, no question. Oh yeah, no question. More trade carts will go down. The eagle switch. Going into Eagle Warrior now? No. He's even trying to get El Dorado in this forward castle. Yeah, I think it's over. I mean, this should complete. There's enough of the upgrades here. And there are Halbs coming forward. So El Dorado Eagles will be in, but will he be able to produce enough to really make much of a difference? I do not think so. Slow push. I really think that, yeah, here's some siege finally. I mean, this is still alive. I mean, they haven't been able to decisively kill them off, I mean, completely at this point. They're still in the game, obviously, an hour and 12-minute in-game time. Don't know if you agree with what, Knight? That he shouldn't make Halb? I absolutely don't think he should make Halb. I really don't. It's slow. He's facing just Hussar, the Arbs, and now the Longbows will do just fine against them. Plus, you have Indian Camel on your other side. Oh yeah, the Eagle Switch. I definitely don't agree with the Eagle Switch. The Eagle Switch is not going to do him very good here. Look at all these Imperial Camel. There's so many of them. And you're going to go Eagles? That's massive, massive investment since he hadn't invested into it whatsoever. Does he even have any upgrades on these? 9+4, yeah, he does have some upgrades here. So, I mean, the big investment, though, and this is massive army up here. I mean, the Hussar, now that he could use those Halbs now over here, but I think this is just, you're not getting a massed army down here. You need to push from one side, guys. I think that's what really hurt you here. I think they really do need to push in one side. Eagle numbers are up to, you know, mid-20s. Don't think they're going to be able to do much with that, though. More Eagles, or not Eagles, more Imperial Camel are in here. More Vills will go down. Ethan's down to 36 Vills. They definitely need to call this one. They have yet to, though. He does have a full queue right now. I think it's because he's getting slung resources. I think that's what we've been seeing. But then look at the Medieval Times Eco right now. And then take a look at X0r6st Eco right now. Eagles gonna try to. He's just gonna try to take out the Arbaleth's numbers with the Eagles. Camels right behind them, though. He might take these out, but I don't think he can replace these Eagles. I mean, how often do you see all these stone walls go almost all the way across the map here? Not very often. And yeah, this is coming in now. There are a ton of Hussar here with a few elite camels mixed in. So they will finish. Yeah, they would be able to attack for a little bit longer. But GG comes in, and wow, what a long game, guys. Basically pressure on Ethan there. He's been unable to boom up and keep producing the Imperial Camel as Medieval Times was. And then X0r6st at a military eco being that high is super hard to kill. 101 largest army, 566 kills, 381 deaths for him. I mean, that is insane. Yeah, here's lots of res being slung. 24,327 resources slung from the Jarl of Red. I mean, that is insane. Weasel, do you not have T90's emotes anymore? GG indeed. Villager highs. Yeah, only 105 for Ethan here. I mean, look at this freaking timeline. What a mess, guys. Knight, I mean, I've not read the messages, but I will check that out right now, good sir. Yeah, man, you can. You have the games downloaded? Hold on. Hello? Night Noble.
Hello.
Hey, I dragged you in. Do you have the games downloaded?
All the games. I don't see him on Discord.
They're in the
Unless
tournament.
they're
They're the tournament Rex. Did you hear me?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know when you're ready. Guys, Night Noble's gonna join us for CoCast. Welcome to the casting booth, by the way.
Thank you, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's always exciting to do fun things. Alright, Medieval Times and X0r6st with game number 1 win here. Very nicely played. Hype indeed, Weasel. Oh yeah, you were out of town. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm going to hide my screen for a minute, guys. Hold on.
It should take a second to get everything. I can just drag the folders or the files straight into here, right?
You have to download them first.
Yeah,
and then drag them in. Yep. I'll wait for you to start game 2, though. No worries, no worries. I am going to load in and go to 5 seconds. And then whenever you're ready, we'll just count down here.
Yeah, man. I think that game it all came down to eco. Etan for some reason. Or is it Ethan or Ethan or Etan?
I think it's Etan. I think I've been saying Ethan, but
Ethan's a lot easier to say.
They didn't know which one's game 2.
Yeah, I think it came down to his lack of he did not want to reboom for some reason. Like he was stuck at 54 bills and didn't feel the need to reboom back into the game.
Yeah, X0r6st, you're in chat. Which map was game 2? Never mind, I found it.
They're labeled, man.
Yes, I see that now. When you download into the game, though, it blocks off that number unless you hover over it. Oh, this is exciting. We have Battlegrounds for map 2, guys. This map is getting lots of love, and I love that. Love this map.
Okay, I'm loading up right now.
Yep. Let me know when you're at 5 seconds. I have a slight stream delay, too. It's only like 3 seconds, but it's like automatic for some reason. I can't change it. But
Hold on a second.
Yep.
Alright, I'm at 5 seconds.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, let's see what we have here.
All right, we have Battlegrounds is what we have. X0r6st goes with the Huns. His counterpart goes with Mad Evil Times as the Magyars. And why don't you introduce the other team?
Alright, looks like in the blue here, Jarl is going as Mongols, and Etan is going as the Cumans. Interesting choice here for Cumans. I feel like they might want to try for a second TC, which could be pretty strong here in the mid. I mean, imagine getting a second TC up on that farm, or on the all the hunt, the berries, and the gold, and all the wood there too. That could be interesting, to say the least. And how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's just, I don't know if it's good for this map. This map
It's risky for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a all-in strat at this point. Like, with this map being as open as it is, and with such few resources to start with, it's not like you're going to have a ton of free food around your base. So, it's definitely a risk. I definitely look forward to seeing what goes down with it, though. As far as maps go, I mean, you've played on this map. Give me your general opinion of what you think of this map.
It's quite open, very aggressive. In terms of civ-wise, I think I do favor Bad Evil Times and X0r6st civs. I may or may not have given them some tips on this map while I was we were talking about it. But yeah, these are Huns and Magyars, very strong here. I could see potentially a all-in scout play, which you remember, which me and MC did, and it worked out very well.
Yep, it was a good game. I really like Mongols on this map. We saw it in the set we cast yesterday, that Hitch and I cast, and Mongols going to the middle for hunt is super powerful. And if you can get your scout numbers out, I mean, it's insanely good. So I think the Cuman play might not be that bad of an idea when you have Mongols on the other side. It's mostly going to be interesting to see if they even get that town center up in the middle, especially with Huns and Magyars having such fast stables and cheap scouts.
Fast stables in combination with the blacksmith upgrade from Magyars, it's going to be insane from them.
Yep, and the team bonus working in the favor, it's always
nice.
Yeah,
but then again, if they could get up numbers and at least get some kind of control out there, then it'll all be good. But I feel like, from what I watched before, like, some of the mistakes that players have been making is just not going to the middle. Like, that's a huge mistake. Like, you need to get onto middle. And it looks like right here, Mad Evil Times and X0r are getting some sheep together. They're kind of fighting over it. Like, it looks like, Okay, it looks like X0r finally gave them up and actually took them.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the same team, though, so it's not the end of the world.
They're just like, I don't want the sheep. No, let me have the sheep.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan here asking about the boar. I think he's thinking he got lamed. So
this is how the map is.
I'm thinking he's thinking that, though, and just is not familiar with the map. So.
And he's pushing in some deer. I think this might be the wrong choice from Eden here.
Yeah, I mean,
now he's actually going to mid right now.
So.
And now he's going out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think pushing deer is not bad if you can. It's just a lot of effort to put in when you can.
Yeah, it's so far
forward,
though too. So. It was very far. And I think some of these bills at home should also go mid as well. Like, you need a lot of bills here to take advantage of that hunt.
Yeah, I like what Red is doing here, though. He is going to bring in that boar from the center with his scout, which is another good option here. And it's actually going to pay off for him, as he is going to get it in without any issue there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I definitely think that's another way to play this. I mean, there's a lot of sheep in the middle too, and I think that X0r6st and Mad Evil Times have really taken advantage of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. The sheep count is so high right now.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, I think Ethan and Red here just aren't as familiar with the map. I don't think they've practiced it too much, but we'll see what happens. Mongol players up. Everyone's up.
We're seeing a barracks drop down. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
We're seeing a barracks drop down from Mad Evil Times, so he's going to get ready for a scout transition. And let's see if the other players are following suit.
Yeah, I mean...
it doesn't look like it.
It's going to be really interesting, though, because are we gonna see this Kuman or not stable play? Kuman TC come down here, and if
Yep,
we
he has-
do, where do
yeah,
you think we
Jarl
should see
has
this?
probably pretty close. I'd imagine somewhere like that he's already scouted. I imagine somewhere that's like a little bit far forward from his base. Probably
Yeah.
what that big patch of deer is in that boar is at, where the gold pile is too. So I think that's where he's going to place his TC.
Yeah, I mean,
But
he
look
does
over at
ping.
Jarl's base. He has look at Jarl's base. Look at his wood line. He has 8 on wood. What do you think he's going to be going for here? I mean, it's already a lot just for scouts, right? Should that more be invested into going into the mid? I mean, I think it should.
I mean, with Mongols though, I think that going into scouts before going middle, you know, might work as well. I mean, he did bring that boar in, so he did get that additional food.
Some sick micro. Oh my god, Jarl with the sick micro down X0r's bill. And has the scout to live with it as well, to tell the story. Holy crap.
Yeah, we've seen quite a lot of good scout plays like that over the last couple days. I know Liquid yesterday, he sniped so many vills that way. So would go forward before they got loom.
And Mad Evil Times is going to repay the favor.
Yep.
It's going to take one of Eden's bills.
Yep, not bad. I mean, the nice thing here is the second TC is coming down for Kumans here on that wood line right next to that gold. So, I mean, I don't mind his map for this. I'm just not sure what he's going to be able to do with this with his teammate.
Alright, they've pinged out the second TC.
Yep.
And the scout got sniped.
Now, what time are you at?
I am at, let's see, 11:15.
Okay, we're pretty close then.
I don't agree with this TC, honestly. I mean, it's on the wood line, which is good, but, like, you're not taking advantage of any of the hunts or the berries in the middle, which I think is a kind of a mistake. It looks like everyone's, or X0r and Mad Evil Times are walling themselves out. That's good. And, let's see here. We're getting a, hand cart here for... Actually, not hand cart. The first upgrade from the mill already, and some spears and some scouts coming out right now for Jarl here.
Yeah, the TC's already not paying off right now. He's already lost a
bill.
bill.
He's already idled too? Oh my god, I wish I was paying attention to this. He has to use so many of his bills to fight these scouts off. He's already wasted so much time here, and the next scout's gonna come in. Okay, he's gonna back out here. TC will go up, but that's so much idle time, man. That was about like a minute, maybe, of killing 2 scouts with bills, and he probably lost the bill.
Before you came over to see that, he lost another bill too. So
it's
been a lot of damage there. I mean, scouts are finally headed forward for red here. I just think it's too late. I don't think he's got enough. I think Mad Evil Times and X0r6st are completely walled up. I mean, well, at least Mad Evil Times is, but...
Jarl's trying to get in, but he lost a scout here on the wood line. It's a spear defending, so he's just going to run around here. He's not going to be able to do damage. He might try to sneak him in, but I don't think he's going to be able to do damage he wants to get right now. Oh, maybe. Maybe if he goes a little bit farther, he's going to go to that wood line in the back.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to see that one, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
I mean, nonetheless, it's very high-paced right now. The only questionable decision, I think, is this double TC boom. I mean, that said, though, he is hanging in there. He is a decent villager count. I mean, for losing 3 vills, it's still pretty good for him.
He's going to lose some of his vills that are getting hunt right now. They're going to be forced to go back to the TC. Is he going to lose one?
He'll might lose one, it looks like, but... that's going to be it there. I mean, so that's not the end of the world. He did have that hunt for quite a while. It took a good, I think, a 6, 7, 8 deer. So I don't mind that. His wood line is not walled up, so if the scouts were to go back there, it could be pretty bad for him, but...
yeah. Let me keep this in mind. Like, Eden has no military presence on the map.
On the wood line, Jarl Red found it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Killed 1 vill, lost a scout. I think that's just decent trade.
Yep,
1 vill for 1 scout. That's fine. But yeah, this could be troublesome here if like both of them are gonna go all in feudal. I feel, and like what does Eden have here to defend himself with? Oh, look at that X0r sniping the farms. Good job, man.
Yeah, and he's gonna head back,
farms.
And maybe he'll find this wood line as well. It'd be 5 vills that would go down, I think. That's kind of the concern I have with this play. There's not enough here to make it. Yep,
And
they're in the
X0r
wood
is
line.
back on the wood line in the back again. Oh my god. Can do so much more damage, and he doesn't even... Okay, now he's quick walling it. He's gonna lose 2 more vills in the wood line.
Yeah, I mean, that's really bad. I mean, farms are coming out too. They're going to be farther and farther from the town center. The villager count is only at 34, which, I mean, X0r6st has 34 villas as well, but he's been contributing with military as well.
Yeah, and X0r hasn't been touched. Not touched once. Neither has Jarl either, but like it's... I think with this 2TC play here, you have to open with scouts. I think it's too risky to go straight to the second TC.
I think it is too, but I mean, it could pay off because I mean the damage has been dealt. I mean the Jarl of Red here has been doing a decent job applying pressure. He's making his presence known. He's really trying to still get in here, and Medieval Times is more just booming up at the moment. He's not really producing military. I think the 2TC play kind of made him reconsider his stance, and gonna see a lot of X0r6st vills go down here on the gold, though it looks like. Scouts are in, and we are fighting it. No worries.
Medieval Times is on his way to Castle Age, and he's already getting the first gold upgrade. Let's see if he's gonna get armor or a +1 in Bloodlines as well. He may already have it.
He doesn't have any of the armor upgrades now.
And now he's getting Bloodline, getting armor in Bloodlines right now. And he's getting a second stable out too, so he's gonna go all in with Knights.
Yeah, I think Knights is the way to go. Weasel, if I didn't answer your question, this is best of 5 in this round, yes. I mean, I don't know, 46 vills for Etan here. He's not on his way up yet, but this could turn into something here for him. I mean, he has been under a lot of pressure. He's not dead yet, so I mean I don't hate it. What I hate right now is the Jarl of Red is going into triple archery range. Triple archery range as Mongols.
Triple archery range, that's interesting.
I mean at best I think he has to go Cav Archer, right? Which, honestly, on this map, stone is a little bit more sparse, so you're not going to get many castles up.
That's
I mean,
true.
So Cav Archers would be a fine play. I guess at this point, you know, you go early for scouts, and you have to go into Cav Archer. I mean, you're going to have Kipchucks v Cav Archer then, most likely. So it's not a very bad idea. I mean, more hit points for the Cav Archers, so... Ideally, they should be able to win those fights.
It looks like Etan's just getting up his required buildings to go up to Castle Age.
Yeah, he's clicked up now. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. This is the nice part about a custom map that, in my opinion, has really been really competitive. It has a lot of different strategies being played. We don't know the meta on it. Pros obviously haven't played it either. X0r6st is also 3 archery range, which actually makes sense to me. You know, Huns going Cav Archers makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, Mongols going Cav Archers makes sense too. It's just you don't see it very often. Mangudai are so much better.
Good, because like their faster firing means they're quite good in Castle Age. So I definitely see it as being a good thing. But it looks like Medieval Times and X0r are going to get on the middle here. Already placing down 1 TC on the gold for Medieval Times, and looks like a TC on Golden Wood for X0r. And have we seen either one of them move out yet, or from the other team? It doesn't look like it.
No, they're pretty content to just sit back in their base. I mean, some very awkward walls coming up for the Jarl of Red right now. I mean, he has to try to wall up and defend himself somehow, but I just don't know if I like it. I mean, he's very few on wood right now too, and for going Cav Archers, you need so much wood. I mean, he's got too many on farms to go Cav Archer.
Medieval Time's going to deny these stables? He might. That's going to be a huge delay time as well from Etan. He's going to deny those stables. Oh, yes, he is.
Yep. He's going to deny one. The other one just gets up in time.
Just got up.
Yeah, they are doubling him right
idle
now.
Time for, which you need to. You need to make sure the Boom player isn't able to get a strong boom going, which they've been doing an excellent job of doing.
Yeah,
now, at this point in the game, you should be able to get up past the Boom player because he's been pressured so hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a
See,
good job of keeping his villagers alive for the most part, though, and he does get a camel out already. So, I mean,
upgrade. Well, he just got the first armor upgrade.
yeah, I mean, he's not doing that bad for the double against him. The thing that I think you've already mentioned that's going to be the problem is they haven't pushed out. There's been no movement forward into the middle here, and I think that could really, really hurt them here come the next like 5 to 10 minutes in game. The res behind any of the gold piles, you only have 5 tiles of gold in your base. It's gonna dry up pretty quickly.
And I think it's a mistake. That players need to go out to the middle. You need to get out there. And it looks like Jarl's just building up his cap archer numbers. And how do you feel about that? I think it might be the right choice, but then again, like Huns can mess them up so easily, and we're gonna see a fight here. Oh, maybe
Yeah,
not.
I
Maybe
mean, we're gonna see a fight, but I mean,
we're
at
gonna
this
double on them
point,
right now.
with the quicker firing cav archers for the Mongols, I think the Mongols would win that fight cav archer v cav archer, but there is one additional pierce armor for X0r6st right now, so we are going to see camels out on the other side, so I actually think camels and cav archers will be a nice combo against these camels, knights, and scouts, but I don't think they have the numbers to really take a good fight right now.
Yeah, he has to wait so long just to get a few out, and he has about, I don't know, 7 camels? I don't think that's enough to take a fight against all this.
Yeah, and they don't have the other pierce armor for the Mongols right now. He really needs that to come in here.
Well, he's respecting it. He's going back. And now he's getting +1 attack right now, or Eden is.
Yeah, they're taking a good fight against these knights here from
Very good fight.
medieval times. A really good fight, actually. I mean, that worked out quite well for him, so they could probably do some damage now. I think the Jarl of Red needs to move out at this point. He needs to move out, head towards his opponent, try to put some pressure on.
I see that medieval times tried to send 4 scouts into his eco. Didn't work out. Oh, looks like they might get in.
Yeah, they're in. They are light cav too, so they could do quite a bit of damage. I mean, again though, the problem is going to be they're not pushing to the middle. And look, there's only, you know what, 3 tiles of gold left here for the Jarl of Red. Oh, there comes the town center now. That's actually a nice town center spot if he can get it up.
Very good spot. I still think this is way too late for any kind of like mid presence. Then again, they're not really pushed up to their base too hard, so I think they should be able to get out a TC at least from Eden and Jarl.
Yeah, and there's no siege on the field yet, so they're going to be able to keep those up for a little while. I mean, the real concern will become if someone can buy a castle or a stone, they get enough stone mined to get a castle. Right now, though, I don't think anyone's even close. Yeah, Medieval Times says 152. That's all he's got.
Looks like X0r wanted to go raid Eden again, but was unfortunate to meet up with some camels at his base. He's just going to back off for now, just stay in the mid.
Yeah, the issue again, though, cav archer numbers are much higher here. I mean, you got over 20 of them for X0r6st, and he's running to the opposite side over here. He can actually sit up on this hill and get through those palisades in like 2 volleys, I think, maybe 3 at this point.
But X0r's going to break into Jarl's base right now.
Yep. And, I mean, he's going to have to react. I mean, he needs to pull all of his eco. His wood line is severely exposed. If he heads in that direction, I think that's GG.
You see, X0r's also up into Eden's area right now. He's going to his wood line. X0r is just all over the place right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a bad situation. Vills are already going down on this wood line. The cav archers for the Jarl of Red are going to come in from behind, but again, they're still lacking that upgrade. Pierce armor, that really hurts them there. I mean, he does have equal numbers now. Yeah, equal numbers now, so that pierce armor is really going to come into effect here.
Look at it in Eden's base. He's already killed about 5 Vills from Eden, or X0r has already killed about 5 Vills.
Yeah, but now we've got a ton of knights, light cav, monks headed forward here for medieval times as well. And the camels for Etan are on the other side of the map right now, going to help out with these cav archers. Knights are in, villagers going down here for Etan, cav archers in the back. Look at the damage in his base.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now look at the build difference now.
Yeah, they did a
Eden
really
compared
good
to
job
everybody.
attacking this. I mean, Cav Archer's still getting cleaned up in the back of Jarl of Red's base. There are
It looks
enough...
like Mad Evil wants to take the TC. He might go. He's probably going to.
Yeah, he's got this. It's got light cav in there too, but there's no camels to defend. There are Cav Archers here too. I mean, there's not
I
much you
think
can
it's
do
GG
after
right
this.
now.
Yep.
I think it's GG right now. I feel like the 2 TC play was too risky. Not playing aggressive on this map is a big mistake. And I feel like Eden has nothing left. You can check his resources.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna have anything regardless
Yeah,
at this
he
point.
has
Like,
he has nothing.
Town center goes down. I mean, there's hardly any gold back in his base right now. There's still a massive army in his base. They're actually gonna go take this other TC out. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. And X0r
they
and
might not have
Mad
time
Evil
to.
Times have ability too.
Yeah, and now we've got, you know, the armies coming over here, and I think the army for Mad Evil Time and Exorcist wins this fight anyways, so...
Yeah, he has numbers over all this.
Yep.
X0r and the Mad Evil Times are doing a really good job of being everywhere all at once and keeping up the pressure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the monk conversions have come in quite nicely here as well. Mad Evil Time's doing a good job at moving that. I mean, and then here's Exorcist again. He's back at the wood line in the Jarl of Red's base. He's everywhere.
Full disaster. Yeah,
he's everywhere. More archers go down on the wood line. I mean, we do have a castle forward in the middle now for the Jarl of Red, but at what cost? I mean...
Yeah, Eden is already almost pretty much out of the game here. You can check his build count.
Yeah, I mean, the Jarl of Red actually has even less fills now, so...
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, and now we see Imperial Age for Exorcist. I mean, heavy Cav Archer is going to destroy even base Mangadai and base Cav Archer for the Mongols.
Yeah, for sure.
Still not getting
really,
that
I don't
fierce
think I have an
armor,
answer of that. Maybe he just doesn't know it exists yet.
I mean, is that the melee armor that they're lacking right now? It doesn't matter. It annoys me that he hasn't got the upgrade yet. That's what it is. Like, yeah, heavy Cav Archer beat Mangadai for sure, and it won't be an equal number, Weasel. It will not be an equal number. There's not enough castles on the map for him to really outproduce. I mean, you're talking 40, 39 heavy Cav Archers against what will be 25. Yeah. I mean, the eco for the Jarl of Red is really imbalanced. He could probably get really close to buying his way up, but, I mean, what's he going to do with it? He's not going to have the eco behind it to produce anything. He's not going to be able to get any upgrades.
And Eden's forced to reboom, but, like, he has no access to gold. He's not taking any gold right now.
Yeah, he has one tile in the back.
That's about it, like...
So... he's going to be out of gold.
This is a mistake in not going on mid. You need to go on mid.
Yeah, I really honestly expected to see more like full feudal plays with this map. Like I really, when we had this map come out, when we had it designed, I thought it was going to be full feudal wars like crazy.
Yeah, but then again, I feel like this might not be enough exposure to this map, which we're doing a good job of with casting and having other players pick this map. It should be enough exposure for it, you know?
Yeah.
The players can get a good idea of how to play this map.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Exorcist is going to get heavy Cav Archer, Perithian Tactics. I mean, he's going to shred. He has so many numbers, too. 54 Cav Archers.
Mad Evil Times is almost up to Imperial himself.
Yeah, and they're going to be into the Jarl of Red's base here, and it's GG. This should be an instant right GG at this point. Like, I mean, he does have Cav Archers coming from behind, but they're not heavy.
Yeah, they'll just get shredded by the Knights, and as soon as Mad Evil Time gets to Imperial, those Knights are going to get buffed up again. Thanks to the free forging.
Yeah, is it me, or does Exorcist not have ballistics again?
I think he has ballistics, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he is getting chemistry.
Yeah, he has ballistics for sure. And Eden's over here with like a dozen Knights. That's not going to be enough against Imperial Age Magyar Knights.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not going to be enough. I don't know why he's running from this fight. I guess he wants to get his
Just need
upgrades
to take it
first.
right now.
But
Honestly, just take this fight right now. They're not going to be able to hold against this.
I mean, even if you lose your army, their ecos are so much weaker. They don't even have the upgrades yet. You know, they're just getting the Imperial Age.
Yeah. And Etan just got back up to 100 pop. He's still not on gold.
Yeah, he puts the town center down right next to the town center of X0r6st in the mid. It's right next to it. That's not going to get you very far, unfortunately. But
it's like, I'm taking this gold and you can't stop me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a fine play if he could actually take the gold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's not going to be able to now, so that one definitely hurts him there. I mean, this army is... I mean... The Jarl of Red is going to be up to Imp with nothing. He will actually have nothing. So, yeah, GG comes in. Again, I think just the play was much better. The strategy from Etan here. Kumans, I think we see Kumans is not... This is not a map for Kumans. Not 2 CC boom. Maybe in like a 4v4 version? Maybe, but even still.
I think what you have to do when you're doing Kumans on a map like this is you have to open with scouts. You cannot open with a TC immediately. That's way too risky in a map like this. Even if you're going to mid too, which probably makes it even worse. You have to open up with your own scouts, kind of play around it, and then once you have enough res and enough units out, get a TC up in the middle, then boom. Then get the Vil lead while you're making your transitions to Castle Age.
Yeah, I mean, I just not sold on it. I think it's still
early
in the map.
It's too risky. It's still really risky.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind when people try it on like Arabia, but you know the parameters of Arabia. You have played Arabia for as long as you've played this game. You've played Arabia. You know, with this map, it's open, a lot of sporadic res in the middle, and you have to go middle. It's kind of like a Golden Pit hybrid, like in my opinion, you know, and it's still being figured out. So I like that everyone's trying something different. I still think you have to play scouts here, but
yes, for sure.
I will see what happens as we move forward, guys. That's going to be, as I did not put the scoreboard back up. Sorry if everyone was wondering, but that's going to be a 2-0 lead here for Mad Evil Times and X0r6st. And we are going to jump into game number 3 here in just a minute, guys. To show you the statistics first, I suppose you guys might want to see those. Yeah, 118 kills, 65 units lost for X0r6st, 77 largest army, full tilt aggression for so long. I just think that between him and Mad Evil Times going scout so early, just picking Vils off left and right, really hurt the eco of Etan.
Oh yeah, for sure. Getting on the wood line, how many times? About 4 times?
Yeah, I mean, they were all over it.
Especially on Etan, it's just like the pressure was non-stop on Etan, and it's just... He wasn't able to get back from it. Well, he was able to, but like at Castle Age, they're already back on top of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a fun one to watch. If you guys don't know, you're gonna expect to see that map in probably every tournament for a long time from me. So hope you guys like it.
Golden Cross yet?
We have not seen Golden Cross, but these are best of 5s. We're bound to see it at some point in time. There will be a best of 7 for the final, and there are only 9 maps. So if we don't see it, it will be a little disappointing, but we'll find out here shortly. Knight, I am loaded into game number 3. Whenever you are ready at 5 seconds.
I'll pause it at 5.
Yep, let me know.
Alright, I pause it at 5.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
So... X0r6st, to answer your question, the semifinals are also best of 5. So, I mean, I've had best of 5s go 2.5 hours thus far, so I'm not casting a best of 7 for the semis and the finals. Who knows where that'll go? But
okay. So what do we have for Sips here?
Looks like we have Etan here with the Goth. Very interesting selection for him here. And his teammate is the Jarl of Red, and he has Khmer, so I do like this pick here.
And for Mad Evil and X0r, they have Khmer as well for Mad Evil. And X0r's doing Celts. Interesting.
Interesting in that I think Exorcist and Medieval Times have the better civs.
Oh
Goth
yes, for sure.
Goth are such a wild card. I mean, maybe if you're up against an Archer Civ here and can get to Castle. Nonetheless, guys, this is the first time we're seeing Highlands chosen as a pick here as well. This map is here in the map pool courtesy of External Bacon, who actually provided over half the prize pool for this tournament, and he loves this map, asked for it to be involved as part of his donation, so hopefully he gets to see this and is happy with this here.
Taking all those sheep, he probably misclicked that there. He's taking all his sheep pretty far away from his TC, but it should be okay later. It's not something you want to see immediately. Actually, from Jarl, he did a lure as well. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, interesting though, we have a sneak villager for Medieval Times. Don't know if you've seen this yet, but I think he's going to wall in his villager and he's going to kill all of this hunt. I think that is his goal.
Man.
And that could be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, for sure. That means he's gonna have to force Jarl to go on what's it called here? To go on.
No! And the Jarl of Red lost his Vil. This is a super effective attack. Made him lose a Vil, and he's gonna kill a boar. I mean, if he's smart, he would have left the scout there and got the last hit with the scout, so he couldn't take the food. He will still be able to march out here if he realizes and collect that.
And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't see this from the Goth player, because it goes a lot faster with him. And honestly, if you could get it right with your scout with your Vil as Goths, you could probably snipe a Vil too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strategy a lot of people don't care for. A lot of people in tournaments, even professional tournaments, banning laming. In my opinion, this is a mistake. When you're playing the ranked pool, can you prevent this from happening? Not a chance. So why would we take that away from someone if that's what they want to do?
Looks like Etan's already walling up his side across from Medieval Times.
Yep, and Medieval Times is going to lame the gold over here as well. I mean, he's already done so much laming. He's really going to put the Jarl of Red in a really bad position. I don't know if it's going to be in that bad a position, though, because as Khmer, your farm's being so good, I mean, you would expect him to go pretty much full scouts.
Tell me something here. You know, the bonus for Khmer, right? Is with Scorpions.
Yep,
so
Scorpions get a nice bonus.
What do you think X0r picked Celts? Is he going to do something with Scorpions as well? Because combination with faster firing Scorpions and their extra range, they could be very deadly.
They very much could be. I don't know if we'll see it. Are you going to expect
some kind of standard play here?
I don't know if we're going to see standard. We already see heavy lames going on. But we do have water play from Medieval Times and from Exorcist. Nothing yet from the Jarl of Red and Etan, and I think this is a mistake. I mean, it is just some rivers, but if you take a look at all the fish that's in there, thousands of free food just sitting across the map, and if it goes uncontested, I think this game's already in the bag.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, this is free food. You need to take it.
Free
Shouldn't
food.
be any excuse. You need to take it.
Yep, and the Jarl of Red, he lost his boar. He's got a gold lamed. That villager will escape, which is a mistake. This villager should have never escaped. But
look what Medieval Times is doing. He's walling him in.
Yeah, he's going to try to prevent him from going out. I think we might see a long game here, the way it's setting up to be. But I think, again, if they don't go for water here, I think it's pretty much going to be over here.
Oh, for sure. Like I say this over and over again. If you're playing a water map with deep fish, you need to get on top of it. It's free eco.
Yeah, I mean, it's free eco, and it's a dock is able to be produced out of when you're going up. You're able to produce more eco units faster while going up at the same time. That is a huge benefit. I mean, as you see right now, Exorcist is on his way up, and he's getting another dock up. He's going to boom on water. I mean,
oh yeah,
Celts with free food behind them could be devastating.
Oh, for sure. And like Dots is not. Is he just getting a dock up now? No, no dock from him at all.
Yeah,
I'm
he
so
walled
confused
up.
by this.
He walled up. He's just gonna play defensively. I think he's trying to get that boom on. And Exorcist, I don't want to read the comment, but if that's what happens, I mean that will just destroy. So I'll
It's
look
like
forward to seeing that.
Battle Times is getting a barracks up, which what he's gonna do here?
I
You
think
know it's
he's
Khmer.
got to
You
get
don't
it
need
up.
any building to go up.
I think he's thinking he has to get it up. Again, I think the habit, for me, I always forget the bonus for Khmer, and
Maybe he expects the scout play, and maybe he's already going to prepare some spears just to kind of hold him back because he's already getting his stable up in his wood line, or Jarl is.
yeah, another situation here that I don't think that players realize much on Highland. I mean, again, it is not something that you see very often. I don't even think it's been in the ranked pool since like the game released. But you can just transport across. So these little walls here that have been created for Etan here, and they're putting up these walls, but a transport ship will just negate the walls completely. It's just investment that's not going to pay back anything at this point.
Oh, and now this is them getting punished for not going on water.
Yep, and
I mean, sure, Khmer could probably make it up with their eco because they have a very strong farming economy. What about Goths? They can't make it up.
I mean, Goth, I mean, looks like he is trying to fast castle off this, though. I mean, and he's gonna have the res for it here pretty quick. It's not gonna be that bad of a fast castle.
I think X0r made some fires expecting some docks, but I think it's gonna be pleased to see there's not any. Or upset if he wasted some gold on that.
I don't think he'll be upset. He can still patrol, still potentially get a Vil pick, still wreak havoc. I mean, I think it's just being misplayed right now. I think even with trying to FC on this map is too dangerous. Anymore in the competitive scene, if you're FCing, unless your opponents are doing the same, could be ugly.
Oh, we're gonna get one Vil. Oh, maybe. One Vil?
Yeah, no bloodlines though, so...
One Vil. One Vil for one scout. Well, okay, it could have been a lot better.
He still could go back and pick and poke. I mean, Etan is on his way to Castle Age. He's not on stone though. So, I would expect to see Town Center come down on his stone.
He's gonna try to get away with the Mega Boom? I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't agree with it. Scouts do go back in here, not going to get a villager pick, just going to lose some HP on that wood line. The transport ship has happened? Or the villager just survived over here? It must have just been a villager that survived still.
Been alive. He's been surviving, and like he has stables queued up with scouts, and here they come. They're gonna do some damage here.
Yeah, these scouts are gonna destroy. I mean,
then again, they're Khmer villagers, so they can hide in houses. Let's see if Jarl takes advantage of that, and it's not looking like that.
I don't even think he's noticed at this point.
One Vil down. Two Vils. Three Vils. Oh, here comes the fourth.
At least five Vils go down already.
5 Vils down.
Yeah.
Now he knows.
Yeah, it's
6?
Not pretty.
6 Vils. Holy crap, man.
Not pretty at all. I mean, still not on water. I mean, this is going to be a devastating loss here for them, I think. It's just, they've played well. They've had some wacky strategies. I don't know. Are people just not familiar with Highlands as a map?
It's not very common again. Most people just know Arabia.
It's really unfortunate. I mean, this is a fun map. In my opinion, it could be pretty crazy sometimes.
But looks like Jarl's back on Mad Evil Time's woodline again. This Vil fighting, I don't agree with this, but he's losing Vils. Good snipe from Jarl, but then again, he's probably investing a lot more into doing this because he has to defend from Mad Evil Time's scouts. He's lost way more than medieval times. He doesn't even care about the scouts. He's just going for the vills.
Yep,
Now he's going
and
back to the scouts. Now he's going for the vills.
Etan was the first one up to Castle Age. He's only now getting his second TC going down here. He is on stone now, but he's going to be a pretty decent way away from that castle. And even with that, he's only got 32 villagers. He's not going to be able to get a whole lot out here. I mean, these scouts from medieval times are just destroying the eco from Jarl of Red here.
Yep. And he forced him to make a barracks. Another huge investment for Khmer. And looks like
he still has idle eco. He has 7 idols. This has been devastating. He's going to lose another vill on the farm forward there, and he still has 7 idols.
Just garrison in the house, man. Garrison in the house. Well, alright. That spear is probably going to... Actually, he might kill all the scouts there.
I mean, even if he does, it's not going to be enough at this point. 23 villagers, not on water. Exorcists and Medieval Times have had free boom on water. They're both producing units militarily. It's quite unfortunate.
We have some spears coming in from Etan, and I mean, yeah, I guess it's a good way to defend against scouts here, but like he could switch to siege here.
Bill, there's actually quite a few players in the same range for this tournament.
I just think Jarl and Eden's team, I think they just didn't take advantage of the maps that they played.
Yeah, interestingly, Jarl has a villager in between Exorcist and Medieval Times, building a stable and a market as well.
A market over there.
Very interesting. I don't know what that strategy was for there, but we shall see. I mean, we're gonna see.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna see. We are gonna see. It looks like a lot of scorpions from Exorcist at this point.
Yeah, let me check the bill count for Eden here.
Oh, he's only at 42 vills.
42 vills? How long has been booming on 2 TCs? About like 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
Well, he went up so early he didn't have enough to keep producing constantly. He is getting housed occasionally. So is Exorcist though. But all in all, I mean, it's not been great. I mean, a boom is a boom, but it's not enough. The Goth boom has got to be super late for it to really do damage. Unless you're doing a lot of damage making the game super chaotic really early in the game, I just don't see it.
Yeah, for sure. And again, not taking advantage of the fishing. And I feel like we're broken records on this, but it's free food. You need to get on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 225 per tile of deep fish, 200 per shore fish, and there's, you know, a good, you know, couple thousand food easy, you know, to collect just where these docks are at right now.
We're seeing a lot of scorpions from X0r here. Looks like they're going to be doing the whole scorpion masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, they are up 2-0 at this point. He's going to have to transport them over or walk them a long way around to actually get past this castle, but
now what is Huskarls going to do against buffed up Celt scorpions from Khmer? What are they going to do against that? Sure, the Huskarls are fast enough to surround them if there's enough, but like I'm pretty sure his eco isn't strong enough to be able to support that in this age.
Yeah, I mean, the concerning part is they haven't even scouted Exorcist. If you check the Fog of War for Jarl of Red and Etan, they don't even know what he's up to. They have no idea other than the few fire ships and fishing ships that have been seen. And then Medieval Times and Exorcists also haven't scouted Etan, but they pretty much know what Goths are all about. And Celts could go so many different options.
Infantry siege is what Goths struggle against. They only have one real option, that is bombard cannon, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, now we have some elephants in the base of the Jarl of Red here. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
he is on his way to
Third TC
Castle Age, but
right now.
he's 1 TC.
Like, it's looking already over right now, honestly. Jarl has no military presence whatsoever. Plus, he just got the Castle Age. He just got slung, or Jarl just slung. Okay, so I think right now he's just gonna sling Etan and have him do all the work, which could pay off. But then again, X0r6st hasn't been touched at all. It's been booming on, let's see, 2 TCs.
Yeah, and all those Scorpions and Rams are coming over towards the Jarl of Red Space. So this should be a pretty quick one here after he sees all this coming his way. I mean,
Masterpiece is coming.
Scorpions for Medieval Times out as well. Scorpions with elephants, with rams, a few crossbows. It's definitely not gonna be pretty.
Mm-hmm. And you think the common counter for a Scorpion would be a Mangonel, but they have extra range. They can, if there's enough, they can snipe the Mangonel.
All that, and there's only so much they can do at this point. I mean, you're seeing the Jarl of Red so low, 35 pop, and he's slinging everything he has. So they're really hoping the Goth player can just get the eco up and just spam like crazy. He's still short on the Vil count. He's still behind X0r6st by a decent margin of Vils, and his opponent is not going to be able to contribute anything at this rate because Scorpions are everywhere. Elephants, Knights, I mean...
And Medieval Times needs to let X0r6st in here. He has him currently blocked off. He needs to open that palisade and let him in.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he should definitely delete those walls there, but maybe he wants the kills to himself, I guess.
Now, I think at this point you've already lost your area. You don't have any military. I think the time right now is to get all your Vels out, and go back into Eden's base and boom there. At least get something, you know? If you're going to be stuck slinging, at least have a safe place to boom, you know? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's over. Even the sling isn't going to help. He's counting on this faster Imperial Age time to get Elite Huskarl to really propel him to just wreck. And I mean, in all reality right now, there is 0 military in X0r6st base. So if he had some military producing right now, he could actually turn this around a little bit for his team. I don't think it would last for very long, but...
But he's taking the TC with those elephants.
Well,
elephants do get a bonus damage against buildings.
So, as soon as all these Scorpions show up, these buildings will melt.
An Imperial Age coming in from Etan, and it's also coming in for X0r too. Let's see what happens here. He's getting ready for a full Huskarl spam, and it's not gonna work. All these Scorpions will chew them up.
Well, he doesn't have the buildings even to produce. He's trying to build.
For sure.
He's trying to build barracks right now in the middle of this mess, and he's trying to build it where there's what 13, 14, 15. You know.
That's the wrong
Scorpions?
spot to build them. Honestly, he needs to put them in his base.
There are 20 Scorpions here from just X0r6st, with another like what 7 or 8 from Medieval Times.
Yep. And does X0r have a castle up? He might be getting one up.
He has one up in the front of his base.
Oh yes, he does. Is he gonna get Furo Celtica?
Not in time. Who sent sneak bills? Yeah,
there is GG.
A GG, well played from both. Thank you guys for participating, Etan and the Jarl of Red. It's been nice to have you guys in the tournament. And congratulations to X0r6st and Medieval Times. Moving on here to the semifinals, where it's going to be interesting to see who they match up with. We'll update the bracket here momentarily, but we'll take a quick look at the statistics. And as you guys probably guessed, it's pretty one-sided at this point. Even with the sling, even with the sling, only 279 resources sent. I don't think he could afford much more.
Like against like 2 very strong Sids with like very strong siege options, I think Goth is just gonna fall apart.
Yeah, I mean I like Goth for early aggression and make the game messy, especially if you're doing 2v2s and you can do enough damage to make the other guy's teammate have to come help.
Yeah, but
But
again, it's infantry. That's
yep,
it. Infantry. If there's like a civ like Slavs, Celts, anywhere on the map, then they need to watch them because they'll be on suicide watch.
yeah, it's pretty rough. But I mean, they chose the Civ. That's what they went with. So, uh,
Yep.
but guys, we're gonna update the bracket here really quickly as the Jarl of Red and Ethan have been eliminated. Mad
Yep.
Evil
GG to them.
Times and Exorcist move along here. So, semi-final matchup that we have thus far will be Ghetto Liquidator and Super Monkey Car 3000 against Exorcist and Mad Evil Times. Captain Weedmaster and Kados 101 are awaiting the cast of the Palm Cheap versus Longhander and Venison
I think that
matchup.
came in today.
Yes, I do have the Rex, guys. Not going to be able to cast that one today, though. Uh, I know I'm falling behind here, guys, but unfortunately, real life things. But
Oh yeah. Don't worry,
nonetheless,
man.
guys, GG. For everyone watching this on YouTube, come over to Twitch. We're casting these games. You can always watch the VOD as well. I will upload this the following day around the lunch hour. Hope you guys on YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, come join the Discord, have some fun, play some games with us. We've got a pretty active Discord. We're pretty busy in there, so hope you guys can do that and have a good one.